Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we are going to do the full in-depth review for this Lenovo Vibe X3, and I'll also state my pros and cons with this device. And I have been testing this device now for almost a week, and the best thing about this device is the price. It costs just rupees 20,000 and it's sold in India via Amazon, and for that price I feel this device does offer us a lot of values. And again, if you're buying it from Amazon, please use my link. It does help the channel. And before I continue my review, let me give you a specs overview. This Lenovo Vibe X3 is powered by the Snapdragon 808 chipset, which is a 6-core processor. Regarding the GPU, it is powered by the Adreno 418 GPU. It has 32 GB of internal storage. It also has a micro SD card slot, 3 GB of RAM. Moving to the screen, it sports a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS grade screen with 100% NTC gamut. It also has Gorilla Glass 3 protection, front-firing dual speakers with Dolby Atmos and Hi-Fi audio. Moving to the camera, it sports a 21 megapixel rear-facing camera, a 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and a 3500 milliamp hour battery. So this is the Lenovo Vibe X3, and as you can see, in terms of looks also, it looks actually very good. We have this fingerprint scanner here on the back, and if the phone is in standby, you just tap on it and it unlocks. And for the most part, the fingerprint scanner works well, I would say, but it's not among the best. But one place where this phone really shines is in terms of the audio output. It actually has two DACs. One is that Wolfenstein DAC, and another is this ESS Saber DAC, which is specifically for audio. And the audio via the headphone jack was actually among the best that I've heard. And I tested it with a lot of headphones, for example, my trusty Grado headphones, and even the Audio Technica headphones that I have, and I have to say the audio quality that I got with this device was among the best, and it could easily also drive the Audio Technica without any issues. So the audio quality is very good. It's sort of audiophile level, and for example, if you just plug it in, you get some extra options. It's going to start playing. This is my, what do you say, I'll just pause that, and we get this turbo hi-fi option, and you can enable the Dolby or not if you want that. Dolby does not make that much of a difference when you are plugging in this headphone. It does make a lot of difference when you're just using this speakers. The Dolby really adds some depth. So I would say if you're just going to listen it via the speakers, use Dolby. Apart from that, don't use the Dolby. But we have this turbo hi-fi mode, and I would say if you are having very high quality headphones, audiophile grade, don't use this turbo hi-fi. But if you're using some sort of a cheap headphones, then enable this turbo hi-fi. It adds a little bit of more depth and enhances the higher frequencies. But if you're using audiophile headphones, don't use turbo hi-fi. So the audio output that I was getting was one of the best, and even the speaker quality is very good. Let me actually play a YouTube video. So this is the video. And again, the speaker quality, trust me guys, is very good, and it's stereo. Also, oops, by mistake I paused it. Let's go back. And another thing that I really like about this device is the screen quality. The screen quality is actually very good. Let me increase the brightness a little bit.
Xbox One. And if you're asking me why am I doing this unboxing, I ran a
and the screen quality, as you can see, is very good. Viewing angles are also very nice.
Any of you says that I should have got a PS4,
and the audio quality, again, as you can see, is very good. So the audio quality from the speaker is also very good, and as it's a stereo speaker, even with this built-in speakers, you will enjoy it a lot more, and it's decently loud, I would say. But again, the audio via the headphone jack was outstanding. Next, if we move to the screen quality, as I've told you, though it's just having a 1080p screen, but the screen quality is actually very good. It is a very accurate screen, and I have to say, Lenovo claims that it has 100% NTSC gamut, and I have to say the screen quality is among the best that I have seen. The color reproduction is very good, and the contrast level is also very good. So the blacks actually look very good. One of the best 1080p screens that I have seen on a device. And in fact, I also own the Nexus 6P, which has a quad HD display. But if I have to pick one device just based on the screen quality, I will pick this Lenovo Vibe X3. So the screen quality is also very good, and it also works very well in outdoor lighting. And Lenovo is offering us some options in terms of screen. If you go to the display and if you go to display color balance, you can actually adjust it. How would you like the screen? You can go to the custom and also change the tone and stuff like that. So that option is there, and I would suggest that you enable the smart brightness option if you get this phone, because if you enable that, even in outdoor sunlight and bright sunlight, when you enable that option, it's easily visible. So the screen quality is also very good. Now moving to the performance, it is having that Snapdragon 808 chipset with 3 GB of RAM, and I have to say the performance of this phone was very good. As you can see, I have so many apps running. Then also it is very fast. It loads the apps also very quickly, and jumping between the apps is also very quick. For example, I have this third-party app that I use, Glovebox, and as you can see, switching between the apps is also very good. I'm loading YouTube, WhatsApp stuff. So overall, the performance of the phone was very good, and it's a snappy phone. So in terms of day-to-day performance, I had no issues. Though it runs this Lenovo custom UI, it does handle the phone actually very well. Moving to the Android version, out of the box, we are getting the Android version that is 5.1.1. So still no Marshmallow on this device, and again, as it's running a custom skin, I'm not sure when we will get Android Marshmallow. But with this stock skin, even on Android Lollipop, the performance is actually very good, and I did not face any issues of lagginess. So it's very responsive. The gaming performance was also very good, and I did play quite a few heavy games with it, and even with heavy games like Asphalt, Modern Combat, and Nova 3, I had no issues. The device did not exhibit any issues of lagging, and also with extended gaming, it did not exhibit any overheating issues. So that was very good. Another thing that I really liked about this device is that it has that IR blaster. So using that, you can control devices like televisions, etc. For example, I have it to control my television, and let me remove this. My television and my home theater. So I can just switch on my television, control my home theater, and you can also control devices like Tata Sky, etc. So the IR blaster is there, and it works very well. Now moving to the camera, it has a 21 megapixel rear facing camera and an 8 megapixel front facing camera. And I have to say the camera performance in outdoor conditions and in natural lighting is actually very good, as you can see from the sample shots. For the most part, the pictures actually look great, and they look very natural, unlike artificial sharpening or something like that. And it also has some bokeh effect. But again, when we move to indoor lighting and artificial lighting, the camera does tend to struggle up quite a bit. And especially if you have kids and pets, they keep moving around. In those situations, the pictures might come out to be blurry because this device does not have any optical image stabilization. So I have to say, outdoors picture come out to be really good. But again, when we move to indoor lighting conditions and artificial lighting, the camera performance was a little bit on the disappointing side in my opinion. Recording this video with the Vibe X3, and it does not have any optical image stabilization, but it has software image stabilization option, and I have enabled that. And the audio that you're hearing is also being recorded by the internal microphone. And this is my roof garden. I'm going to slowly pan around. And now I'm just going to walk back to give you an idea how is the video stabilization. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with the Lenovo Vibe X3. Recording this part of the video with the front facing camera of this Vibe X3, and as you can see, this is in outdoor conditions. So I'm just going to move around to give you an idea how it handles abrupt exposure. So this is the sample footage with the front facing camera of the Vibe X3. But I do feel the pictures that I took with the front facing camera of the Vibe X3, the pictures came out to be actually very good for a front facing camera. As you can see, these are some sample shots. So as you can see, this Lenovo Vibe X3 is a great phone, but let me actually break down this device between the pros and the cons and the things that I like and the things that I did not like. And I made a list, so let's go over them. And first, let's talk with the cons or the things that I did not like with this Lenovo Vibe X3. The first thing is that it has a LED notification light, but it's just a single color LED notification light that's in white color. Also, the touch type capacitive buttons on the bottom, they do not have any backlighting, which is actually very surprising for a flagship device. Also, the fingerprint scanner, though it's very good and it works most of the time. I've noticed that Lenovo allows just 2 fingerprint profiles to be stored, unlike many other smartphones which allow up to 5 profiles. So I don't know why it's just restricted to 2 fingerprints. Also, I have noticed one bug with this device, though the screen quality is excellent, I have to say, and even in outdoor mode, it's easily visible in direct sunlight. But I have noticed one bug with this device. When we go in outdoor mode, that is in direct sunlight, it goes in that hyper brightness mode. And many times when you come indoors, it is still stuck in that brightness mode. And I had to actually restart the device to go back to the normal mode. And I feel this is a bug. Also, it does not have any optical image stabilization. Hence, it actually struggles in low lighting and in artificial lighting. And if you take a lot of pictures of pets and kids which actually just keep on moving, then this device is not for you, because in those situations, I noticed that the pictures come out to be a little bit blurry. Also, it does not have any official quick charging support, and the charger supplied is also not a quick charger. It's just a standard 2 amp charger, and it takes almost 2 hours 10 minutes for it to charge, which is sort of slow for a flagship device. So these were some of the cons with the Vibe X. Now let's move to the pros, and again there are a lot of pros for this device, so let's go over them. And the first thing is regarding the audio quality. As I've mentioned earlier, this is a phone for people who love audio quality and for sort of audiophile. It can even drive big headphones, which other devices have problem. And also the audio quality via the headphone jack is one of the best that I have heard till date. Also, in terms of battery life, as I mentioned earlier, the battery life that I was getting on this device is outstanding, anywhere between 5.5 hours of screen on time to about 6.5 hours of screen on time. Also, when we talk about the screen quality, though it's just a 1080p screen, the screen quality is very good and the contrast level is also very good. So the pictures look lifelike, and also as it has 100% NTSC gamut, again the picture quality, the pictures that you see, etc., everything looks very good. Also, the auto brightness sensor generally in many of the Lenovo phones is not up to the mark, but that's not a problem. The auto brightness actually works very well on this device, apart from the outdoor brightness bug that I've mentioned in the cons. Also, in terms of cellular reception, the cellular reception was again very good. I didn't have any problems of call drops or muddy call quality. So the cellular call quality and the earpiece call quality is actually very good. Also, I did not notice any overheating when I used this device. Also in gaming, actually, it did perform very well. So we have no issues of overheating. Also, the fingerprint scanner, as I have mentioned earlier, also works actually well for the most time, but it's not 100% accurate. I would say it would work about 7 out of 10 times. Also, moving to the front facing camera, that's an 8 megapixel shooter. I feel the front facing camera on this device was also very good. So as you can see, this Lenovo Vibe X3 does offer us a lot for the price, apart from the sort of mediocre camera performance in artificial and indoor lighting. And I'll also give a rating to give you an idea what do I feel. So I'll give you an overall rating. And in terms of screen quality, I would give it 10 on 10. Moving to the speakers and the audio performance, again, it's 10 on 10. And the general performance of the device, I would give it 9 out of 10. And in terms of camera, which is sort of the weakest, I would say, I would give it 7 out of 10. In terms of, again, battery life, it's 10 on 10. In terms of styling and the build quality, I would give it 9 out of 10. And in terms of a price to performance ratio, again, it's 10 on 10. So overall, I would say, if I have to give a rating to this Lenovo Vibe X3, I would give it a rating of 9 out of 10. So certainly a very good phone, I would say, and certainly one of the best phones under rupees 25,000 as of now. apart from the camera quality. If the camera quality is the highest preference to you, then I feel the Nexus 5X has better camera performance compared to this one, especially in indoor and artificial lighting. Again, you can buy this device from Amazon, and again, if you're buying it from Amazon, do use my link. It does help the channel. I hope you found this video review helpful. If you found it helpful, I'll appreciate if you can click the like button, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.